I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any additions to the agenda? No? If there are no additions, do I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Brent and second by Mark, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Bills, minutes, and treasurer's report? I'm assuming Piron's bill is the equipment truck.
Must be.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
from the fire
And
department.
what else would it be? I have a motion to approve the bills, minutes, and treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Brett, second by Maxine, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Maxine?
Okay, the 2021 audit is done. And the 22 audit is just got 2 things left to do. And they should be able to get them when their manor posterior gets them that information.
Okay.
So, that should be, quick, and then they'll be a little bit of a lull, a couple weeks before they start going into 23, because they have other county audits to bring in to do. And the F-65s are getting filed with the state. Then, I renewed the CD for the EDC.
Okay.
Northern Interstate agreed to renew with the rate of the credit union, and Darlene agreed to that.
Okay.
So we left her there. And with the post office, being weird and doing things. We need to, make a decision about collecting taxes and saying that payment has to be in the office on the final day. There's no postmarks accepted.
Okay.
So if we wanna think about that, figure it out for next meeting, since that's only 2 weeks away. But yeah, it just says bring it up to your board and see if you wanna make this change. But if, cause Holmes Township had one postmark December 18th, and she got it on March 1st. It took that
Wow.
It took that long to get to her. So their post office is delaying stuff.
Yeah.
But think about it, if we wanna do no postmarks and, or then, you know, you can waive your interest or whatever if you want. You can do it that way. But that's it for me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, first thing on the list is resolution 2602, which is a sewer rate increase.
Well, they gotta go more than a buck. I talked to the engineer, and when we have to do their projects out there, we are gonna be like $20, $30 behind everybody from what everybody's paying right now. We're about $15, $20 behind Bowers. And the USDA is not gonna give you a loan unless your payments can cover that loan. So I talked to Scotty, and I said $30. And a lot of people I talked to in town didn't have a problem with that. So this so we get close to when that time comes, that we're not gonna sock them another $20 a month. You're looking at $3 to $5 million to do the projects out there. All them pipes gotta be replaced, the liners, eventually. We ain't got much choice.
Otherwise, they're gonna get hit with a big one all at once.
Like Powers just put through another $10 on theirs a month over there.
So do they just have sewer over there?
And
Or they-
water.
Oh, and water?
Combined, it's, their bills are $86 a month.
For the two of them?
And my dad's sewer bill right now is 36 or 37.
Hmm?
Yeah. So I think we should go to 30. Well, some people aren't gonna be happy, but we have to maintain the system. And it, he was supposed to send me pictures of all the pipes out there, but he must have forgot, because they're bad. You can't even switch cells, because you can't use the bells or nothing, because if they break, then you're doing it right now. You can't have no leaks, if vehicle comes out there, you get, this is a drip. And you're freaking done.
So what is Powers right now? They pay like 36.
36, 37 a day. My sister takes care of my dad's. And the water goes up by how many gallons you use. You know, if you go over, I don't know, it's like
Well, yeah, it doesn't.
3,600 gallons, and the water's a little higher, but that's their monthly lowest,
It's 86?
86.
Wow.
We don't have water.
But we don't
so that
have
doesn't-
water.
Yeah.
What do you think, Maxine?
I would think to go up to the 30 and get the money and put it, you know, pile it
Start
up in
the
case, who
cushion.
knows, it could happen this summer.
I don't know.
Okay. Mark, is that what you're offering?
Yeah,
Okay. Resolution offered by Mark to raise from $26 to $30. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call vote.
Aye.
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 Aye. Brent's will be 60, everybody else is 30.
I knew that was
I know it sucks, but we just waited too long to do this.
Print this one, you don't want to sign that one?
Yeah, I'll recall.
Okay.
Sign.
coming. You either do?
I just feel like everybody could hammer that one time, $20, $30.
Well, going 10 years without an increase probably wasn't the best idea.
No.
All right, next, resolution 2603, which is the resolution to establish fire department millage ballot language. Now, this is for renewing the 1 mil to operate the fire department, because it expires at the end of this year. So this is to continue it for another 4 years. It'll be on the ballot in August. Whereas the Township Board of Meyer Township wishes to continue to sufficient funding of operations of the Meyer Township Fire Department, and whereas townships may impose and levy ad valorem property taxes to finance lawful public services, as authorized by the Michigan Constitution of 1963 and other laws, and whereas the Township Board of Meyer Township wishes to levy 1 mil to provide funds to operate the Meyer Township Fire Department for a period of 4 years. Now therefore be it resolved that the Township Board of Meyer Township, Menominee County, approves the following millage ballot question language and directs the clerk to submit it to be placed on the August 2026 election ballot. Meyer Township Fire Department operating millage. Shall the previous voted increase in the tax limitation imposed under Article 9, Section 6 of the Michigan Constitution on general ad valorem taxes within Meyer Township be renewed at 1 mil, $1 per 1,000 of taxable value for the period of 2027 through 2030 inclusive for the purposes of operating the Meyer Township Fire Department, and shall the township levy such renewal and millage for said purpose, thereby raising in the first year an estimated $42,250. Does someone offer the resolution?
I will.
I'll second.
Brent? Supported by Mark. Roll call vote.
Yep.
Yes.
Aye.
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 The resolution is adopted.
So we're already paying that on the taxes right now? Gonna go up then?
No.
No.
It'll stay the same. Yeah.
Good.
All right, next I have a couple of quotes from the road commission for 2 small gravel jobs. One of which is resurfacing the parking lot along First Street here to bring it up even with the blacktop, so that the blacktop doesn't start to crumble off on the edge. That project is $2,627. And then the second one is improving 44 Lane, which is a dead end to the east off of the Vega Road up by Miller's Farm. It's approximately a 1/4 mile, and that is $4,015. I've written both into the proposed budget. The total is $6,642.
So is that road just bad back of Eagle like that? Is
Yeah.
that where it goes to Luckershire?
It goes,
That louder
it goes
spot?
up to where Dale and Nicole
Dale
Duber
Duber's
live.
house.
Oh,
To
the
the
other way
east.
then?
Yeah.
Goes towards Margie's camp.
Oh, okay.
Cause we didn't do that the last time we did that.
Yeah, when we did all,
I know.
yeah, when we did all the gravel improvements a couple of years ago, that wasn't part of it, that wasn't
Oh,
part of it.
okay.
That road is horrendous.
Well, I make the motion, we do them two.
Okay,
I'll second that.
motion by Mark and second by Brent. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carried, thank you. All right, next is resolution 2604, which is a resolution to dedicate the North County baseball field to Daryl Fawson and Donald Whitens.
I said, did you guys see that picture I sent? I mean, that's just done on the computer, so you can
Oh, was
make
it on the phone?
any, yeah,
Oh.
I sent it to our board group thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I had him change the colony from, I don't know what the hell I told him country, but that he will change, but anything else you wanna change on it, that's just done on the computer, just so we had something to go off of.
You
Oh,
wanna use that green and gold color, or did you wanna go red and white?
That, I mean, that's up to you
oh,
guys.
yeah, because the red and white would be the Hermansville colors.
Colors, right.
Mm-hmm, I like that.
Yeah, cause it's not, he just did it on the computer so he could show us. So
Yeah,
we
I
had
didn't
something
even
to go
look at
off.
it. I'm a
Yeah.
little busy. Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I think that would go with the red and white.
I think red and white would be a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where would it be put?
It's gonna have to be up by the road there, I'm guessing.
Okay, like on
I
the
think-
side.
I
or
think,
right?
I think we should put it right behind the backstop.
Or,
Oh,
it's just that it gets so frickin' wet there all the time. It's gotta be in cement or it's not gonna stay up.
Right.
there.
How big is it?
Same size, 4x8, be just like we have at Golden Shores, the same
Oh, okay.
metal stand, everything. But we can look at it and see where we want to put it for sure. But I'll get a hold of Ryan. I don't know, I would like to put Beano above Don's name,
Mm-hmm.
Or you
Oh, I
could
would
put, you
think
could
that.
put it in there.
anyway,
In
somewhere
there.
in there, yeah.
Like
Um,
Donald and parentheses Beano.
Right,
But for official purposes, Donald.
right, yeah, I mean, yeah, put Beano above it or something,
Yeah.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Township Board of Meyer Township may name public roads, buildings, and facilities. And whereas Meyer Township may from time to time name roads, buildings, rooms, or facilities for individuals who may have, or who have made exceptional contributions to the community. And whereas Daryl Fawcett and Donald Whitens, who served as excellent coaches of Hermansville Little League and Babe Ruth baseball throughout the 1990s, including winning 3 consecutive Little League championships. And whereas Daryl Fawcett and Donald Whitens put in much of the work of building the North County baseball field. And whereas Daryl Fawcett and Donald Whitens had a tremendous positive influence on a generation of Meyer Township's youth baseball players. Now therefore be it resolved that the Township Board of Meyer Township, in honor of Daryl Fawcett's and Donald Whitens' contributions to Hermansville and Meyer Township, hereby dedicates the North County baseball field in their honor. I will offer the resolution.
I'll second.
Second by Mark. A roll call vote.
Aye.
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 The resolution is adopted.
Dave Girdle volunteered to help with the cement, so.
I heard him say that. Thanks, Dave.
Fire department.
Um,
Anything new other than the truck is fixed?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything more on if they were gonna go through with that, the millage for the new fire hall. He was supposed to get some numbers together. I haven't touched base with him to see. I can talk to him tomorrow, and just see what he's got going on, or,
We have until July
well, it's still
for the
July.
November ballot,
Oh, perfect.
so,
I give a lot more time.
yeah.
Why don't you have him get a hold, I was telling Brian Molly about that, to get a hold of Brian. 'Cause that's what him and you do.
Okay.
And they've done fire departments before, so they know all the codes. It'd be different if it coming from you, better it coming from me, so.
I think he got the last post from Blahnik, pretty sure.
But it still has to be done by engineering firm,
I got it.
you know, which they are. You know, so,
I will pass along the information.
just so he has the heat, the electric, everything, what he wants for the millage,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, like we talked about, it's one of those things, right? You put it on, if it goes through, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right.
You're never gonna know unless you try.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are the last ones besides Faithorn in the whole county that don't have a new fire hall. And it's severely outdated.
How much did Powers pay for theirs?
2.1 million?
Yeah. It ain't gotta be nothing that extravagant by any means.
And then they had to come back in and have all the heating all replaced, pipe everything, because it wasn't done right.
That was
It wouldn't
ridiculous.
heat it. So that's what I mean, you gotta make sure you have all your ducks in a row. You don't have to come back and do that.
Yeah, it just needs to be drawn up right and reasonable, that's all.
Yeah.
Because
But
maybe-
Brian told me to have him get a hold of him, so him and Randy do that every day.
Yeah, it don't hurt.
Can Pat just come to the meeting? It's only in 2 weeks.
I can ask him.
Yeah.
Sure you can.
Oh, yeah.
Would you just
Maybe he
tell him?
can get his plan up, at least does he have a drawing, does he know what he's looking for?
Yeah, they have old plans up until they had them drawn up for, what was it, a year ago or whatever. So, but obviously prices changed, so.
Right,
At least you got a look of what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. He's got everything drawn up over there already, so
where does he want it to go?
that's a good question. I don't know.
Depending on the size, it's gonna depend on where you be able to put it, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of good spots for it, but I think the plan was they wanted it over here, but I don't think that's gonna work, so.
Not if that basement is still in the ground.
No, it's still in there.
It would have to get dug up.
Yeah.
That's the
Seems
thing.
like
I
a lot of
think
work.
the playground, where that soccer field is, would probably be your best bet.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Then there was talk about them just expanding the one that's there, but I don't know, in my opinion, if you're gonna do anything, you shouldn't put any more money into that one. That's my opinion.
There's no room there,
No.
No.
because the
There-
line is very close to the back.
Yeah, you'd have to talk to the school about selling them or swapping them property or something to go that way with it, so. I can ask him to come to the next meeting, and he could better explain it, so.
Mm-hmm.
With some ideas, what he's thinking.
Yeah,
Right,
I'll ask him.
okay.
He did put in for another Hannaford grant that I sent along for him the other day,
Is that it?
for more gear.
Was the deadline already come and gone?
Today,
Today is the deadline.
did you get the two from Henry? You did, I make sure you sign, he must have sent you two today, cause he forgot too.
No, but I guess I'll look when I get done here.
Good thing you said that, or I would've forgot.
It only takes a minute to do, so. But no one told me that more were coming at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, could we get copies of those?
Because they weren't in my email inbox yesterday night when I checked
You
it.
probably sent that today.
Yeah, who puts in for them so we can watch in case money comes in?
Well, they'll
The
let
fire department put in for one, VVA put in for one. I don't think the IXL museum did this time. And the Legion didn't this time.
Fireworks is one of the ones Henry has, and the other
Okay.
one must be
Oh.
rescue squad,
Okay.
I'm guessing, so.
He
Okay,
should have been right on the ball if it was for the fireworks.
yeah.
That was, they're holding his hand, and I forgot about it myself.
Okay. Community club.
nothing really new besides the gold medals went good, and we didn't have any sewer backups this year.
No, we didn't.
So we made it through a year. Other than that, boilers made it almost.
Yeah.
It ain't done yet, but they made it all year without any issues, so.
That's good.
Yep.
So yeah, other than that, everything's good.
Sewer and parks.
The sewer, I have Northgate picked up that Gravely yesterday. Cause they need some work, and they need the motor. Cause it's burning oil, like you couldn't even see in the garage in there. So, if the sewer would cover the motor on it, cause if we can't lose that thing for more than sewer gone, cause you can't buy that mower no more with that rear end. So I talked with Krolovich. I mean, we still use it in the township, obviously, but it needs, I don't want it to be, have 2 weeks in the cut grass and then it dies,
Right.
you know? So the sewer will cover that. This is like $3,200 put in and ready to go. Because they're doing the hydraulics, putting the new throttle cable on. And a couple other things that had to be, the main pulley on the drive, or the belt is, that's all freaking screwed up too, so,
Yeah, whatever it needs.
yeah.
It's a good motor.
Because we have to have that for a sewer pond, because if you try to mow that John Deere, you're sliding down the flipping hill.
When year did you guys buy that in? 2016?
The first year I was on the board, 13,
Oh,
that was 10 grand. A mower that size now is like 18.
Do I have a motion to affix the Gravely mower?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The parks, well, ain't much you can do with those snow's gone. This batting thing is here, so just waiting for it to dry up down there. Damn. They have 3 boys teams on the little field. They have 4 girls baseball teams this year. No 13 to 15-year-olds, so just high school, so.
Yeah, that's
I don't
a
think
little
you-
hole in the age bracket.
Yeah, I mean, they want bleachers, but freaking aluminum bleachers, I've been looking them up, they ain't freaking cheap,
Yeah, I looked up too.
you know, it's like,
There's a place in Naperville, Illinois, to get like a 7.5 foot, 3 or 4 row high.
Right.
They were like $1,300.
what's really,
But are the braces good over there? We just need surfaces.
I mean, we put new boards on every year, the ones that are bad.
But maybe we could look there and find aluminum ones,
But they're getting
you know, instead of
pretty
the wood.
shaky,
We got it, we still got time.
But for now-
If you do or not.
that's what
It's
they're gonna have
after
to
close
do
of
with
business.
this.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't know.
You're probably looking at about
I'll
10
look for
grand
it.
just to
Because-
put enough bleachers
We
down
get-
for people to freaking.
Right, there's 2 sets at each one,
It
right?
takes 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know how long they are? Each-
16 foot. that's
They're
what the boards we
16
get from
footers?
Kelly, yeah.
Okay.
What were they, like 1,500 a piece?
Right, but those were, yeah, 7.5 foot. Foot bleachers, said they house 30-some people, each
Yeah.
bleacher. How many people sit? 30, 60?
Most people stand,
A
you
lot of
know,
people-
for the high school games anyways.
Or they
Right.
sit in their cars up along
Up
the
on the
Right.
hill.
But
Or they sit on the hill.
if the metal part is good, and, you know, you could cut the thing in half just to get the butt section and the foot section, be worth doing that.
Well, yeah, we replaced all the wood on that little league section a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Them I got from Escanaba Airport, them bleachers.
Hmm.
Well, wind did.
Okay, they're all 16 feet long?
Yeah, I think them are too, aren't they, Bert? You picked them up. Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 of them, 16 foot, okay. And then don't we have to do that little building on the food court, on the you know, that little
Oh.
building, side it or
Side it,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get quotes last year, but nobody got them back to me. Just put metal on it and be done with it.
Just right over that
Yeah.
stuff?
And replace the window.
Yeah, that one window, some kids broke out.
Oh, on the pavilion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That needs to be cleaned out and, they don't have none of their signs or nothing in there. They keep them up there, so get that all cleaned out.
So then on that batting cage, you're gonna use those wood frame that's there?
The metal frames, you mean
Are those metal?
yeah,
Oh, I thought those were,
for the bleachers, you mean?
no, for the batting cage.
Oh, until the fall, and then we're gonna go with these until baseball's done, then they're gonna build new ones up at Superior,
Okay,
which he's got some way he's covering it, Ben, with Kelly and Nick, so. Because they're pretty rough shape, the ones down there. Well, they've been there for, when the winters donate that dug. Many moons ago.
okay.
I think you were supervisor then, weren't you?
When we put the batting cage up.
Yeah.
Donnie Whitens was involved on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the net's behind the door over there. It was
Yeah.
$900 from Walmart.
Yeah, that batting cage is at least 25 years old.
Yeah, at least. Okay. It held up.
Yeah. Well, I guess while we're underneath sewer department and parks, I found a truck today to look at. So I thought I'd see what you guys think.
Where's Watertown?
It's between Madison and Milwaukee.
Pepsi.
That's where, yeah, that's the headquarters for our
The
Pepsi.
Pepsi's water.
Oh,
That's
that's
in
not,
Watertown.
I like it.
It looks good cheap.
Looks good. Well, we got 37,000 miles on it.
It's got four-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's a code. It needs a four-wheel drive to get to the sewer ponds.
Oh, it's gray?
No, it's white.
Oh, the interior.
The interior is great.
I don't start.
It's under 20,000.
So we split it half. Half the sewer, half the township.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
I'm not asking for a motion to buy it tonight, but permission to look into it
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah,
and pull the trigger.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause a truck like that probably ain't gonna last too long. The used truck market's crazy right now.
They are nuts.
Yeah.
But the Dodge is to the point where,
Did they call you for a quote to fix it yet?
Mhm.
I know it's been sitting there.
I don't know if you had time to get to it yet, but
It's just my opinion of it. If we're looking into this one, maybe we shouldn't fix that one and just get rid of it as it is. That's my opinion of it.
well, that's the situation.
What's wrong with it now?
it died, so we just stop at the stoplight or something. And
I think
they
it's,
thought they had it fixed because it was a vacuum leak, so they fixed that, but it's vacuum and it's still doing it, so
I think it's the throttle body shot on it.
that could be.
Either way, it's just it's nickel and diming us. It's in the shop more than we use it.
It's given us 19 years of service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go look.
I'll stop over and see if they did look at it or not, just to see if it's.
I mean, if it's done, it's done, right? But if they haven't touched it yet,
I don't think so.
All right, well, does someone want to make a motion that I can go shopping?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Mark and Brent, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Board comment,
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, we had that big storm,
Yeah,
everybody knows. Well, the way some of these people in this town treated these county workers is bullshit. Swearing at them, flipping them off. I mean, that's not right. I mean, they had 55 miles of road just to do with Meyer Township. You know, and like, he stopped and talked to me. It ain't the local people either. He told me that, because Ryan knows everybody lives here. He's from here. You know, and I talked to the road commission today. They try not to plug driveways, but what do you do with 4 feet of snow?
Yeah, right.
You know, but for people out there, you know, swearing at them and flipping them off, that's just wrong. Bullshit. Like Daryl said, we have the right of way. We can fill your whole yard in if we wanted to, but they don't want to do that. But where do you put the snow? So I told Daryl, get with Ryan and see if we can find some spots where we can, like up by Superior, he's got that big open field. Maybe we can shove it in there, so Peckerhead won't let us put it down on his land no more. 'Cause there's no place to put the snow up there. So I just wanted people to, you know, I don't know who, well, he wouldn't tell me who they were. I know one was on Park Avenue, but he was pissed, I don't blame him. I mean, they were running 16 hours, 3 shifts, just to keep open what they could, you know? And I thought they did a hell of a job, you know? So if you read the Lux today, the people in Powers, they brought them lunch and stuff and everything, and thanked them, but not us, but not the locals in town, from what Ryan was saying. It's not the local people. I just thought that was bullshit. They had all they could do to keep any of the roads open. You get that much snow in 48 hours. I never seen that like that here.
David was working 18 hours.
That's the only way I could get out of my driveway. And the other thing I have is the Easter egg hunt, just to thank you to them 2 girls. Because it takes a lot of work. That's the first one I've ever went to, all the years
yeah.
my sister and them been doing it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of
There was a
frickin'.
lot of people.
There were people that I never seen before in my life.
They were coming all the way, I think probably from Norway.
Yeah.
Stuffing
So
around.
since this is a thing for Stephanie and Malone and Sarah Lundy, because
They didn't have to hunt too hard, there was a gabillion of them on the ground.
but they filled every one of them eggs with candy.
And taped them
I
shut.
think like 12,000. I think they did this year.
Is that
she
what
told
they
me.
did?
Wow.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, kids were excited
You know,
getting there.
because I have a grandson also, so I went. And I never went
Yeah.
there before. But I didn't go to the sportsman's club though.
Oh, yeah.
The cars were lined
That
up
was
from our
nuts.
club to Wayne's Mill
Mhm.
just to get up there.
Wow.
No, go the other way.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I have is 4th of July. I'm trying to find out when Powers Parade is. But I am putting it out there for people, since we're gonna be 250 years old, to make a float and get in our parade. I told a lot of the parents that I knew that were over there, get their kids, bike, whatever you got, you know, to get them in the parade this year. 'Cause with everybody being the same day, you don't know. Especially till we find out what Powers, when they're having theirs. I'd like to see like a lot of the local businesses and stuff, put something in there. I mean, it's early, but, you know,
We'll just set a time and let Powers work around what you want.
that's what I said, but
When is our parade usually at? 9?
no.
10?
11,
10:45.
something.
Yeah.
The kids go first, usually it's quarter to 11.
Stephanie Hills run.
Yeah.
She don't want to do the parade anymore, but I don't know
Where's
much
the
story.
dinner
She's
I
got
don't
it.
even know.
Theirs is usually in the evening.
Their parade is?
Mhm.
Ooh,
Powers if they have it on
no,
a night.
if they have it on, like a Friday night, yeah.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah,
falls
but
on
they
that.
haven't, they haven't done the Friday
Yeah,
night
if
thing
it
in a
falls
while.
on that. If the 4th was to fall on it, they would have, but there's a Saturday,
Oh.
same as here.
So now we're both on Saturday.
Everybody is.
Well, yeah, everybody's gonna be.
So I'm gonna order the toilets tomorrow. I was gonna today, but I forgot. Just to make
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
Cause I'm sure they have enough, but I don't wanna wait till the last minute and then we'll have none. That's all I got. I can remember.
Yeah, nothing right now.
The only thing I have is I am reappointing Gail to the Housing Commission as the resident representative, effective tomorrow. You have anything?
No.
Are you sure?
You look like you did.
Oh,
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm saving it for 2 weeks, cause we got a lot to go over. Yeah, so, yeah. Should I say something?
Yes, you should,
Yeah?
because we have to have that early voting agreement approved.
Where is it in here?
Because don't you have to get that to Mark Kleiman?
I just seen him last night when I signed some paperwork.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
all right, as long as it's taken care of. I just didn't want you to forget.
Oh.
Okay, not gonna vote for that.
Oh, you have anything? No? Public comment?
Yeah, I got a couple. You guys have the right to use that John Deere tractor to plow out people's driveways?
I did some, if they asked me, because the way I look at it, these are taxpayers in this town, and if we can't help the people out for a storm like that, then what the hell are we doing here then? You know, I did some, that, you know, the older people who can't shovel and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I know Brent was doing some too.
Yeah, he did some. I mean, if the people asked,
I pulled more people out of the ditch probably with that tractor.
you know, it was tough to get, it was tough to do anything in that store, you know. Yeah, if you live in here, give me the call, you have my number, don't you?
Well, I got your number. I didn't know that I could call you because I would have called you.
And we've done in the past too with the dump days, we've gone to people's houses and cleaned up garbage and helped them that can't bring
That
stuff.
can't bring stuff down.
Ours wasn't plowed.
Cause I'll bet you it took me 3 hours just to clean out in front of here.
Yeah, well, I drove by.
You
You were-
frickin' dresser over the frickin' doors though, over
Yeah.
front here.
Well, I mean, I understand that you're doing it for the
Oh, yeah.
building. I didn't know you could do it for
Yeah.
a citizen.
Well, you're a taxpayer, I mean, you gotta help the people out in your community too, that's how I look at it.
Oh, I agree, but I didn't know that was
Yeah.
an option.
Just hope the hell we don't get another one like that
No.
for a long time.
So now you know, and
Yeah.
you can call him on Thursday.
And then, but you were talking about the plow guy, the grader guy.
Yeah.
He is very good because when he rounds my corner and does that intersection, he pushes it right up to my mailbox and then he lives.
Right.
He does his best not to block my
And
driveway.
that's what he tried, and I know one or two of them was on Park Avenue, but where do you go with it there?
Right. I mean, he was pushing walls of snow, but, I have no complaints because he is very courteous.
Yeah.
Because I'm out there plowing as he's going by and he's like, well, the
Yeah.
guy's trying,
Yeah.
I don't want to block him in. And
That's
he-
what Daryl said today, we don't do it on purpose, but he said these people who keep bitching, we don't have to, we can throw right in their driveway, 'cause they own the right of way. They don't wanna do that, but don't be out there swearing at the guy and flipping him off when he's trying to do his frickin' job.
Any more?
I think that's about it.
Okay. Anybody else?
So what is your interest rates on delinquent sewer people? What is their penalties?
I know I was talking to Tinty about that, and we had like different ideas that he wanted to come up with, if it was like a certain amount. I wanna get back with him again, so I was thinking maybe like a 3% on it, but there's a lot more delinquent people in town than people realize that are out there quite a bit of money. So I wanna get with him and see if he can write something up in our ordinance, because I left him with the ordinance last time.
Yeah.
So there's like a 3%, I think, even on it. That'll keep-
3%'s not enough. Make it 15 or 20% that forces them to pay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But I know there's a lot of them just leave it till the end of the year, put in their taxes. They don't,
it is not even those people.
no, but I mean, but there's a lot of people that do
Yeah,
that, you know.
there's a few of them out there that are 2-3 years delinquent.
Yeah.
You
How can
know,
it not go under
How can that
taxes
be?
then? Yeah, how does it not go under?
That, how, Linda, how can that be? Because it goes on the taxes every year. Who's 3 years behind other than our certain somebody?
there's one, and then, well, Joe Arnold's behind, right? Yeah, he's behind almost 3 years. There's a few other people in
That's
town.
just go right on their taxes then.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones that are a couple years behind.
Yeah, that should go right under taxes. Every year it should be cleared out.
You know,
Yeah, and I don't know if they put it on the taxes.
He didn't put it on Arnold's this year.
No, because he didn't want it on his escrow.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
they said
we
they were,
didn't-
they said they were gonna pay it.
Exactly, and then they didn't.
Yeah, we had like 80 people.
There just gotta
That didn't
be
pay
some
all their
certain way
taxes.
that either they're gonna have to come and put it on their credit card, or they're gonna
Right.
have to do something, or we're just gonna have to get it where something's put on their house, or because you just can't go shut it off, because it's too
No.
much work to dig it up to shut it off. That's the thing is, it's just not a switch. So yeah,
so his escrow one said they wouldn't pay it if you put it on there?
Some of them did, yeah. They say we don't pay, we pay insurance and we pay taxes, we don't pay utility bills.
Norway Bank's the only one that does that.
And then, but, otherwise, nobody else ever had.
Norway Bank's the one that
Yes,
raises
yeah.
hell about it.
yeah, I mean, there's gotta be a penalty for not paying it, that's the thing is, there is no
3% 's
penalty.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
well, then maybe we need to start looking at it.
and I mean, even when you say, yeah, your yearly is 300 a year, but then you can come in and make me a $200 payment,
Still
well, you
ours.
should've just paid the year.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, where, but now
We
you're
were
so far
talking about that
behind.
the other day, trying to come up with something.
Yeah, I mean, we do have to come up with
Yeah,
something that, yeah, penalizes them for not paying it. And if it's hit at the year end, if it's not, then why don't you do it like that?
Okay. If there's nothing else, motion to adjourn. The first meet, or the regular meeting,
I'll make a
I'll
motion.
make the move. I'll second.
Linda and Mark, all in favor?
Aye.
Call the annual meeting and budget hearing to order. Alright, the first thing that we've gotta do is I've got some budget amendments to close out the current one. I need a motion to transfer $20,811 from accounting audits to town board.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Alright. I need a motion to transfer $564 from town hall to assessor.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I I need a motion to transfer $5,423 from accounting audits to township property. I'll make a motion.
I'll take it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to transfer $590 from cemetery to streetlights.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
And then I need a motion to transfer $947 from road commission to streetlights.
I'll make a motion.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you.
You got that list?
Yeah.
What you want to transfer?
Well, it's just transferring it on the budget. It's
Oh,
not transferring
Oh,
the
so
bank.
I'm not gonna have to do this,
No,
okay,
no.
good enough.
It's just,
Yeah, you need that.
it's
Okay.
just to balance the line items.
Okay.
Okay, the proposed budget. And then we've got Jason's proposed budget for the sewer. Now, the first thing on Jason's thing here, that's already,
That's
that's
done.
in the budget,
Just-
that's in the current budget.
Current budget, yeah.
Yeah,
Basically, it's the book.
but we haven't been billed for it yet, so that'll have to,
Okay.
so I'm gonna have to, we'll have to adjust this number. The sewer line item, we'll have to. Well. We can make that change later when a bill comes in. 35,000 for the fence.
And we were looking at, if we're gonna end up having to do this work out there, to make that gate as big as we can, you know, won't be turned on if we put the fence up, the new fence, we do the work, so.
That was just for the lagoons, eh? That wasn't for,
Yeah, that's just the.
That wasn't-
That's just,
Yeah.
the moves. And every year you clean, they gotta clean out the bottom of all them lifts. It usually brings the truck from Escanaba and all, does it?
Yeah, that stuff is,
You gotta get all that grease and shit out of the bottoms every year.
these smaller things that he wants aren't any problem.
Yeah. And most of it is maintenance, well, and that heater in the garage,
Hey Chloe,
which I think that's a little high, but I'll get a hold of it.
everything there.
alright.
My guy and see what he would charge.
Obviously, that's something we can do now, but, we should probably look into seeing how much it costs to suck out all those, the storm drains. Unless we wanna dig them out, but
No, well, when he brings that down here, it's like that one Whiteys have over there, but see, that's what they use in Escanaba, to suck dirt out too, so.
even if he did like the main one,
I'll run that by him,
it would save a lot of time than having people go down there and dig it out,
yeah.
cause I can't imagine how bad they are now.
Are you guys okay with the numbers, or do you have any proposed, or any different ideas? No, looks good.
Nothing else for chip sealing or road fixing or anything this year?
No.
Okay.
Now, Maxine, according to the numbers that you gave me, there's just under $10,000 left of the pond money,
Yep.
right? I've
Yep.
got $9,895.
Well, actually, the account's holding
11.
11,195.
Okay,
Yeah.
we must have got some more in since we went through those
There was a
numbers.
true up.
Okay,
A couple weeks ago I did.
okay. So that has to stay set aside for
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
For pond.
Yeah, it's on that February. I put a little side note.
Yeah, so I didn't factor that into the proposed budget at all.
Okay.
That'll just be set aside in the bank. So,
For geese traps or something. Hopefully they don't come back.
we'll talk about that at the next meeting.
Okey dokey.
Because if we are gonna do anything with trying to repel them, when the snow's going, it's gonna be the time to do it.
Yeah.
But we'll cover that at the April meeting. Um, Can I get a motion to approve Jason's sewer budget?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And then as far as the proposed township budget, is there any other questions?
Thanks,
If not, can we get a motion to approve the proposed budget?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mark,
I'll second.
I'll second it.
second by Maxine. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. All right, then next we gotta go through the salaries, wages, and tip, or fees, not tips. All right, at the first section here for the board salaries, everyone in attendance has a vote. Board salaries per salary resolution passed on February 10th. Supervisor, $7,200 annual salary. Clerk, $7,500 or $7,500 annual salary. Treasurer, $7,800 annual salary. Trustee, $185 per diem per meeting. Out of town meetings, $50 per diem per meeting. 70 cents per mile for travel. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Brent. All those in favor say, all those in favor raise your hand. Opposed? Motion carries. Sewer department, department head, $200 per month or 100 additional during a project. Billing person, $150 per month. Certified sewer operator, $21 per hour. Tractor maintenance, split costs in excess of $100, 35% township, 35% sewer, 30% cemetery. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Cemetery, sexton, $100 per grave, $150 per grave after 4 p.m., weekends and holidays. Grave opening, $500 per casket, $750 per casket after 4 p.m. weekend or holidays. $200 for urn burial, $300 after 4 p.m. weekends or holidays. Winter burial, $3,000 plus $75 per hour. Sale of lot, $900 for a resident, $2,000 for a non-resident. Sale of a half lot, $450 for a resident, $1,000 for a non-resident. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Town hall, department head, $200 monthly. Janitor, $14 an hour starting, $50 cleanup after hall rentals. Do I have a motion? Or wait, I'm not done, I gotta do the rents. Weddings, graduations, parties, $300 resident, $350 non-resident, $100 refundable deposit. Private event, $150 resident, $200 non-resident, $100 refundable deposit. Basement rental, $25 with a $50 refundable deposit. Basketball tournament, $100 per day and a $100 security deposit. Kitchen rentals, during the basketball tournament, $20 per day, or township community entities free. Hall rental for dance, karate, traveling teams, etc., $20 per night, $100 security deposit. Baseball pavilion rental, $50 with $50 refundable deposit. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Fire department, janitor maintenance, $225 per month. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Township property maintenance, $14 per hour starting wage, review after 90 days. Other hires, $14 per hour starting wage, review after 90 days. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Board of Review, wage $15 per hour, meetings under 1 hour, $20, flat rate. Mileage 70 cents per mile, plus reimbursement for 1 meal out of town. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Bank depositories, Integra First Federal Credit Union and Northern Interstate Bank. Do you want to make any additions, Maxine, or leave it the same?
Leave it the same.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Township attorney, Steve Tinty. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Mark, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting minutes are available at the senior center and hermansville.com. Election workers, chairperson $18 per hour, workers $14 per hour, 70 cents a mile, and $14 per hour for meeting and training.
I'll make a motion.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Mark, all in favor? Aye. That's it? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I have a couple of questions, if I could, before we adjourn.
Okay,
I'm looking at the proposed budget, and we have numbers over here, and then you verbally start shuffling monies around. Is there a reason that all this information is not included?
what money did we shuffle around?
$20,800 going into the town board, 560.
Those are budget amendments, ma'am.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying, this is not on here. Is there a reason that that information is not on the proposed budget?
I can give you the copy of the budget amendments if you would like one.
Well, I'm just asking for clarification.
Yeah,
Okay, secondly, I'm assuming the cost of living has gone up for everyone, and you folks have received a raise. And I'm wondering, what are you planning on doing for the residents? I mean, we upped the rate for the sewer, and I'm not disagreeing with what the rate is, but is there something that you have in the works that you're planning maybe you'll be able to do for the residents? They're not getting an increase in wages.
We get a raise.
They didn't get a raise.
We didn't.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
get
we
a
did.
raise.
There's
It was just a question.
but that was our first raise in 4 years.
But the cost of living's gone up for everyone.
Yeah,
And I've never had my driveway plowed or offered to plow. We pay a goodly sum.
I did mine myself, ma'am. I didn't use
Well,
the
I'm
township
not
tractor to
saying
plow
that
my
I'm
driveway.
not saying that you didn't,
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah,
You become so defensive, so.
that's
quickly.
because I don't like you, but that's neither here nor there.
That's correct.
Yeah,
That should not
yeah.
be. I do have another question though in regards, I understand you were given authorization to go shopping for the truck. And may I assume that this is a used vehicle?
Yes,
Okay, so thinking it might be prudent to have the board approve a dollar amount. As you indicated, I need permission to pull the trigger. I think it would be prudent to have up to a dollar amount allowable for you to pull the trigger and get the truck.
that's fair. The purchase price of the truck is 17,995.
Yeah, but did we done at one of the meetings already, give you a?
No,
No.
no, we haven't
No,
done
Chad
that
just
before.
brought it tonight.
Yeah, we haven't done that. But no, that's fair.
Yep, I'd make a motion, Chad, stay under 20,000.
I'll second
I'll
that.
second.
All in favor? Aye. Anything else, Mrs. Kennedy? No? Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mark, second. All in favor, say aye.
I drive it up here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you don't use it?